Well, hi there, welcome back to Bus and Beyond. And those of you that watch the channel for a long time will know that we have tested a multitude of different power banks. And this one is very different. This has got to be the most different power bank that we have tested. This is from Bluetti, and it is called, well, it's called the Handsfree 2, which I know looks a bit odd because I'm using my hand to hold it, but it all will be revealed soon. It's quite an unusual shape, isn't it? You've got, on this side, you've got your screen powered up, 100%, plenty of battery power. You've got your buttons to control your DC and AC. So you turn them on to turn the DC on, that one for the AC. These are your DC outputs, so you've got a couple of USB-C ports, 100 watt, and then USB-A 15 watt. As you can see, USB-C is far more powerful. So if you're going to charge your phone, use USB-C. And then you've also got inputs for solar panels, powering it up from your car charger, you know, for your cigarette lighter, car charger, that kind of thing. That plugs in there. And then on the opposite side, you've got a single 3-pin plug, which can output 700 watts of power, a hefty amount. That'll easily power, you know, up things like laptops, well, very easily power up laptops. You can get some really small kettles as well, 500 watt kettles that would power through that. So yeah, mainly electronics devices, and you'll see why it's mainly electronic devices soon. And then this is your AC input for charging it as well. The actual device you can see here is 512 watt hours. So if you were powering full power on the AC at 700 watts, you will get less than an hour out of it. But yeah, so why is it shaped like this, I hear you ask? Because it comes with another part. So this is quite interesting. I do quite like the size of it anyway, even without the other part. But check this out. This is what it's designed to be carried in. That's just packaging. This is a 60-litre backpack. Quite a nice looking backpack as well. A big backpack, there's no question about that. But quite a beastly backpack. As you can see, you open up the top here. Can you see that? Open up the top. And then we can just plonk this into... Whoa, it's in. There's even loads of space in the top. Let's come back over there. So that's it inside the backpack. And then you can access bits that way. And obviously the same on the other side. Zip it back up. And you got the same on the other side. And what this is aimed at, really, people like photographers, videographers, people that are out in the field and need to charge up their drones, SLR cameras, all that kind of stuff, laptops potentially. Because when you open this bit up, you will see that it's got loads of different compartments. Put your drone in there, put your camera in there. In fact, there's so many different pockets. What else we got? There's another bit in here, look. Gosh, there's absolutely tons of pockets. And then there's more in the front here, look. One in the top. You've got, is that Molle attachments. You can even put bits in the bottom here. So yeah, absolutely tons of stuff. Zip that back up. Maybe somewhere in there to put your laptop, I'd suggest. And then it is also, zip this back up here. It does also have a combination lock on the top. And you can actually see, you can lock off the main compartment. So you pop, how does that work? Oh yeah, just like that. Just clip them in. And then you can lock that up. You know, what I'm thinking is, places like when we go and film at the NEC, we take all our stuff with us, and we just, we take extra batteries, and you just hope that you've got enough battery power. And we're often only there for one day. Some of our friends go there for days and days at a time. And yeah, I suppose you just have to rely on charging stuff at home, but you could charge stuff up in your bag, lock it off in the press office, and no one can get to it. So that's ideal. I don't know if you can, oh no. It says, I mean, you can see here, look at all the different compartments. Look on this, on here, look. It shows the Bluetti in there. There's even a huge bit at the top, which we saw, like tons of storage there. They've got loads of different compartments. The drone is in there, lenses, stuff on the side, and then they've even got their clothes there as well. So that is an absolute beast. Let's try it on, because it is a big backpack, there's no question about that. It's all padded on the back here, and it does actually have waist straps, which I think is probably essential if you've got a lot of stuff in here. Right, in fact, let's try it on outside. Look at the size of this. Might hear it clicking on the microphone. Click. Oh, that's long and that one's short. Let me sort that out. It's actually not that bad. It's big, there's no question about that. It is big, but it's not uncomfortable. What's in here? Oh, is that a waterproof cover? I bet it is. Yeah, waterproof cover as well to put over the top. God, it's got absolutely everything in, hasn't it?
I will say, it's genuinely, it's not that heavy at all. It's very comfortable. Hello, Rob.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just off on an expedition. So yeah, it's 7.5 kilos this, and you really wouldn't notice. The way that it's got the padding, genuinely, it sits nicely on my hips, nicely across the chest. I genuinely think this is really good. I'm very impressed. We've actually tested a lot of kid carriers where the backpack and they go on the back, and I've hated so many of them because they're so uncomfortable. And granted, this is much lighter than my kids are, but still you can feel where the padding is and how it would work.
I've actually got one of those like camera clips.
Oh yeah.
Put your camera on there.
So there's a camera clip here as well. It really is designed for photographers, I think. Now, if you are thinking this is a bit big, because admittedly it does look quite large, if you don't want something quite as beastly as this, you haven't got as much equipment or whatever, there is actually a 42 litre backpack. This is the 60 litre backpack, and it comes with the Handsfree 1 version. This is the Handsfree 2. Now the Handsfree 1 is about 300 watt hours, which is about half what this is. So you can see it turned on. Sean's having a nice look around. And I guess I could be the workhorse here and carry all the stuff for him, and he can just start filming all the equipment and things. But I am really impressed with the compartments for the drones, and I mean, we do carry a lot of kit, so if we were going on a big excursion, this would be brilliant. There are so many pockets, it's unreal. I'm so impressed with this. I'm so much more impressed with this than I thought I would be. I really, really like it. But most importantly, it's really comfy to wear. They've really thought about the actual bag itself, which I think is the biggest part of this. Now, as for weight distribution, the battery pack itself is actually right next to your back, so it's very comfy. The centre of gravity is in a good position, so like I say, really comfy to wear. You can move around, no issues at all. Again, with the kids' carriers, often they lean back and that's just impossible. But this, very good. I like how it's distributed. It's really easy. Off I go. See you later. Now, I know Sean already mentioned that there is a waterproof cover for this, but there is also waterproof vents back here. And that makes a big difference too. The fact that you can still vent the machine whilst walking, charging, it can be raining. It's got you covered. You're sorted. Sean has also just been saying to me that he could plug in his electric bike whilst riding it with this backpack on, charging it all at the same time, and you could go for even further. Well, I'm genuinely so impressed with this bag. I didn't think I would be, but I genuinely am really impressed with it. So again, another great product from Bluetti here. If you are interested in it, do check out the link in the description below or on the screen now. That'll take you directly to the website to have a look at the bag. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe to the channel for plenty more content like this. We've also got loads, and I really mean it, loads of adventures planned in our van. So you might see more of this bag coming up in the future. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye.